About to go live. Okay, now that we are live. Hey everyone, Nusrith Beg here. Thank you for making it out to our live webinar. On the right-hand side, you have a chat box. We will open and close the chat box just so that you are not distracted. And if you have any questions, we will answer them. But in the future, we'll probably just have that muted and just kind of have you get all the information, and then later on towards the end of the presentation, we'll probably open it up for Q&A. So again, my name is Nusrith Beg. Just a little information and background about myself. I was born and raised in Chicago. I'm a son to immigrant parents from India. I have one brother and two sisters, so we're two brothers and two sisters. Basically grew up through the Chicago public school system. Got my bachelor's degree here, got my MBA from here. So just always been in Chicago. So I've been in the software development area through most of my career. And then recently for the past 6 years, I've been in sales and operations for companies. So what I have been doing for the past 6 years is okay, I'm getting notification that the webinar, is the webinar working? Okay, great. Got some confirmation that the webinar is working. So for the past 6 years, I've been working with startups, basically, you know, putting on my entrepreneurship hat and getting away from the software development and really helping people build their companies, get the sales, get their sales up and running, working with investors, and you know, helping with them in exiting companies. So that's what I've been doing for the past 6 years. And recently, what I've been coming across is a lot of this feeling of you know, working for myself and working from home. Ever since I became a father of 4, or even father of 1 when my son was first born, I always had this feeling of needing to own my own business, working from home, being a full-time parent versus a full-time employee. Enriching my son's life and my daughter's lives, instead of making someone else wealthy. I always had this feeling that if I were to put the same amount of effort into my own venture and into my own endeavor, then not only will I 100% benefit from that, my family will as well. Okay, so that internal feeling, and maybe a lot of you are in this presentation with the same feeling. You know, we're searching out for answers. We're searching for some kind of you know, opportunity out there, and that's what I did. So that's where I'm at today, and I joined a phenomenal group that I'll talk about, and joined a phenomenal company which allows me to resell their products that I believe in. And really invest into and creating a system that helps me not just stick to a 9-to-5 job or just get into a business where I have to be on it 24/7, but really create a business that goes on autopilot and really help other people grow as well. So I'll talk to you a little bit about that. So a couple of questions that I have for you is, you know, what would, you know, if you're looking for an opportunity, what would an extra $500 do for you? If you were to make $500 a month, what would that do for you? Just an extra $500 a month working on an opportunity part-time, not disrupting your full-time job. What would that do for you? Okay, maybe that would take care of a car payment. The other question I have, what would an extra $1,000 a month do for you? Okay, I know a lot of people, even my parents, what they have done is invested in real estate, and I myself invested in real estate in the past, and now they are getting some passive income, about $3,000 a month, and then they're going to grow that into some more. So that little bit amount of money is doing just wonders for them in their retirement, okay, along with other investments that they have. But the point of it is that they invested into something and now they're reaping the rewards of it, you know, just doing that part-time. All right. Now, let's talk about a bigger number. What would $5,000 a month do? Okay, so that's what I want to talk to you about, is growing your passive income, and talking to you about working on a project that's not disruptive to your full-time income or your primary source of income. Okay, so let's get started with what we want to do. So I hope you have those questions in mind, and later on I'll come back after I go through the PowerPoint presentation. I have some more questions for you to start provoking some thought. So let's get started with the presentation. Let me switch screens here. And here we go. All right, looks like you're able to see my Tranont opportunity briefing, which is great. And now let me switch over to another screen so I know what's going on. Okay, great. So the company that I want to talk to you about that is allowing me to work on a side project on a passive income is Tranont. And Tranont really has an interesting value proposition that drew me to the company, and their ethics and their philosophy has really impressed me. So let's get started. So let's talk about the background story so you know a little bit about Tranont. So Tranont is interested in educating like pretty much everyone in America, the common household, about their finances. So financial education is a big gap in everyone's, education, going from high school to college and then post-college. All right. People really don't understand where their money is going, what debts to pay off, how to save on their taxes. Now, my wife and I, we do pretty good in our primary jobs. She's a medical doctor. I basically do software sales, both earning six-figure incomes. But at the end of the month, we're always looking at each other and asking ourselves, well, where did all of our money go? We know we have a mortgage, which is a pretty big chunk of change that comes out of our paycheck or of our monthly income. We know we get taxes taken out of our paycheck, which is a huge chunk. And then we have like food, we have gas and all these other stuff. And then what is it how are we not, putting enough money away for our kids? How are we not putting away enough to really have a big impact on our debt? These are some of the questions that I had and my wife had, and I'm sure a lot of people out there are in the same position. So we know how this feels, confusion about where the money is going. Okay, so Tranont's mission is to change the world's economy one household at a time. Let's think about that for a second. What if every household were to decrease their own debt and were to invest more into their retirement, invest more into companies, invest more into real estate? What would happen to the economy? Okay, what if they were to spend more, more travel? So that's what would increase the entire economy of the country, right? Or even the world. So that's an interesting mission that they have. And then the vision is we offer individual world-class financial education and training, financial management tools, digital protection, and best-in-class retail services. Okay, that's their vision. Okay, if they were to offer these world-class tools, they would be able to achieve their vision. Okay. So just quickly about Tranont, some more information. They're focused on entrepreneurial education and financial education. They have achieved over $1 billion in sales and thousands of success stories about people getting their finances in order and people growing their income, which I'll talk about further in later detail. So the area that they're playing in is the financial services industry, which is a $1 trillion industry and growing. Tranont has made some very successful strategic partnerships, and some of these names and name brands you are already familiar with, okay? And not all the partners are listed. For example, one of the very exciting partnerships for me that is National Processing. This is a credit card processor for retailers and brick and mortar businesses or any type of businesses that swipe a credit card there is a company in the background that needs to process that credit card and have that money exchange happen between the consumer and the retailer. Okay, and then national processing takes a percentage of that. So that is pretty much, I have not come across any legitimate business that does not take credit cards. Okay, so national processing is like oxygen to a lot of companies. There's DirecTV, Dish, Victiv, Invis, Invisys, and Jive, TaxBot. These are all very good products. Let's talk about TaxBot for a second. So TaxBot is an interesting and very cool application where this is very good for business owners and entrepreneurs, where it tracks all your expenses as soon as they occur. So if you are having coffee with a potential customer or prospect, that receipt that you receive from the coffee shop, you can just take a picture of it real quick and just say, meeting with John Smith. If you're in your car and you start driving towards a meeting, as soon as you hit a certain speed limit, TaxBot starts clocking the number of miles that you traveled to and from the meeting. And then you basically make a note in the TaxBot, pull out your phone, make a quick note saying like, business meeting with John Smith. All right, these are all very good products. And the other products that we have is like background checks. So companies, when they're hiring people, they need to do background checks. Tenants need their backgrounds checked. If you're a real estate owner that's renting out to tenants. So let's see. Let's go to the next slide. And here are the exclusive product suites that Tranont has. The financial education and tools. So Tranont OneView. This is a money manager. It basically allows you to integrate your accounts with your bank, your credit cards, and bring it all into a single view. So you quickly get an understanding of where your money is coming in from and where your money is going. So the inflow and outflow of money in your household, that is what they are able to show you very quickly. Okay, and they break it down by, this is how much you spend on household stuff, this is how much you spent on gas, this is how much you spent on groceries and things like that. And then it tells you how much you are short, and so it's an incredible tool. I started using it and found an immediate understanding of what I'm doing with my money. And also where I'm wasting my money, which we'll talk about in a second. Tranont Defend. Identity theft is one of the fastest growing crimes in the world. Okay, you have people outside of the United States and hackers and crackers that are just outside of the United States or even inside of the United States that are acting like a corporation that and their primary objective is to steal identity, open up credit cards, steal your information, and really cause havoc in your life. I don't know if you've met anyone that was a victim of identity fraud, but the horror stories that I've heard about the thousands of dollars that they have lost of their bank accounts being emptied, and the even more thousands of dollars that it takes for them to get everything straightened out, it is an absolute nightmare. Fraud and identity theft protection is something that is what you need. So credit monitoring and reporting and PC makeover, these are all very good add-ons. If anyone is opening up a credit card in your name, you get an alert. And if you need a PC makeover to get rid of bugs, or someone has installed a bug to get your credit card information, that's all very good information. A very good program. Tranont Tax tracking, reporting. So this is where you get all, track your receipts and basically track your trips. And then at the end of the year, your taxes are taken care of by a CPA for your business and for your personal taxes. And then Tranont Legal. Now, I don't know about you, but I usually use a lawyer probably once a year, one time a year. Okay. And that's about $1,000 that I spend. That lawyer charges me for setting up my LLCs or my corporations that I have, trying to figure out what I need to do with employment agreements, what I need to do with some of the real estate transactions. So if I even need to get rid of a tenant, I use a lawyer. okay, to garnish their wages. So that's where Tranont Legal comes in, and this is all part of the suite. So this really would save me about $1,000 a year, and just at least $1,000 a year just to save on legal services. And for Tranont Tax, that would save me about a good $500. And just, if I have a CPA that gets all my reports through this web application, mobile application, and they do my taxes for me. So tremendous amount of value that I receive right away. Okay, so the retail services. Now, let me back up 1 second and make a point. The Tranont product suite really sucks the fat out of my inflow and outflow of money. Okay, so the Tranont product suite really makes my money plan a lean machine. Okay, so think about that. The wasteful spending is all, goes away. The places where I can save on taxes, that I can take advantage of. So I'm not paying the 35, 40% tax, whatever the tax rate it can be. I can make possibly pay a lower effective tax rate. Okay, so these are very good tools to make my inflow and outflow money as lean as possible, and I'm hitting my financial targets. And for my wife and I, removing all the debt in our household is our financial target right now. So there's some strategies that Tranont is helping me with, and we'll talk about that in a second. I have an advisor that can help me with my financial strategies and my goals. So next thing. Now, after, some people may say like, hey, after every dollar that's coming in from my primary income has been spent wisely, I'm still left with very little money at the end of the day. This is where the Tranont product suite comes in, and the retail services comes in. There are so many people that we interact with. There are so many restaurants. There are so many businesses that we interact with every day. Is it possible that you can talk to, the Chinese restaurant that you go to, or the Thai food restaurant that you go to, and ask them, hey, who's doing your merchant processing? And if they say, XYZ company, say like, hey, what if I were to save you on your credit card processing? And if I'm not able to, the credit card company will actually pay you $500 for your time. Is that an easy conversation? I think it is. And every business owner wants to save money, so why wouldn't they try it? And if they're not able to save money, they get $500 for their time. Now, you don't have to sell this service. All you have to do is refer the service. Okay, and this is very easy. You pull out your phone, and what Tranont does is gives you an app to basically take down the information and send that information to like national processing, and then the national processing sales team will close the business for you on your behalf. So you're not a salesperson. You're just a person that refers your friend your favorite restaurant owner, or your favorite barber, or your favorite grocery store owner. You're just telling them if they can, and asking them a question. Hey, I've been shopping here for so long. Can I save you money? Can I help you save money? Everybody wants to save money, so obviously the answer would be yes. And you're not closing the business. You're just basically doing the referral, taking down their name, number, and the business name. So why wouldn't you do that? And that's how Tranont made it very easy for almost every type of business that they are associated with. Background checks, business phones. It's just incredible. So why wouldn't they? And these are name brand companies, okay? And these are all services that retailers use, okay? So how do you get started? So once we've helped you become lean, mean in your primary income, and then we help you make money, and then how do you get started? That's the next question, okay? So one thing is becoming a Tranont associate. So you will be educated, you'll get financial education, you will be introduced to the marketing platform, and you'll get business management application, and then you'll get tremendous amount of customer support. Next, you plug into the Tranont system, acquire customers and associates using the Tranont launch system. And I'll go into a little bit more detail why my team is probably one of the best teams to join right now, because of the fact that what we're doing to help you acquire customers and associates. I'll go over that in more detail once we get through the slides. So there's many different ways to earn. One is the residual income. Okay, that's off of the retail services that you're offering, and then there's a monthly team bonus. There's a car bonus. One of my associates, Arturo Aguilar, had a very successful month. The first month he started, and got a car right away. So it's a great car program that we have. And there's some more bonus pools, the life bonus, Tranont life commissions. So there's a whole section of insurance that we have not even touched on. And then there's tremendous amount of promotional trips and incentives. And these incentives are based on you helping others. It's not just being a selfish person that's just going to make all the sales. This is based on you helping other associates hit their goals, hit their financial goals. Okay. So here's a breakdown of like the residual income that you can possibly receive. We're going to go through an example real quickly. So you can receive up to 30% on your personal customers. All right. Me being in sales for the past 6 years, I don't even get 10% of commission. And there's some opportunities that I was presented with where they said, okay, you don't even get a salary, but we'll still pay you 10%. Usually, typically in software sales, you get a nice base salary, and then you get a nice commission on top of that. But then there are some opportunities that I'm presented with, well, they'll say, you know what, you just get a 10% commission off everything you sell, no base salary. And here, Tranont is giving you 30% on your personal customers, which is incredible. Never have I heard that in sales, till now. So here's an example. 20 services average $100 a month. Just a simple example. So you get $2,000 in commissionable billing revenue, and you multiply that by 15%. Okay, to get to the 30%, if you were to just go 21 services, then that's where you would achieve the 30%. So this is just an example if you just get 20%, just so the numbers would be very easy to follow. So that's $300 per month, $3,600 annual residual income. All right, here's a breakdown of the services. So 1 to 10, 11 to 20, 21 plus. So that goes back to that. So eligible for Jeep bonus through customer acquisition. So here's the monthly team bonus. If you personally sponsor 3 active associates, in other words, you help other people get their finances together, and that alone is just very beneficial to my wife and I for our household. If you just enroll 3 associates and they're active associates into the Tranont, they get the Tranont education, the defend, the one view, the life, and the tax. That's $100 a month bonus. All right, just for helping others, get their financial education together. All right. So this helps you get to the financial consultant level, and then if you personally sponsored 3 active associates, maintain 1,200 points in group volume. That will help you get this car bonus. And then if they each, sponsor 3 other people, this is how you get to 1,200 real quickly. All right. So that's a $250 monthly bonus. Now for the Jeep bonus, they give you an extra $500 a month for the Jeep bonus. Okay. Now here are all the ranks for the different levels, and so this is a lot of information on in one picture. After the presentation, if you're interested, we will set up a coaching call and we'll go through the different levels with you and go over the different bonuses in more detail. Okay, for the sake of this presentation, you can just kind of look at this, but we'll go over it in more detail in our one-on-one coaching call with you. So the training and support, how to acquire customers. And actually my team, what we're putting together, the marketing vehicle that we're putting together, we're helping you we're making this even easier to acquire customers. And I'll show you what I'm talking about. How to build and develop your team of associates. Again, I cannot tell you how cool the program that we're putting together, the vehicle that we're putting together to help you build your team of associates. And then you have the local, regional, and national training event. Last weekend, we had a regional event, which the executive vice president, Jake Spencer, came out and did some amazing training, leadership training, and customer training for us, which was incredible. So you're in business for yourself, but never by yourself. That's the, really the foundation of Tranont. for the associates. So the regional events, you talk to an area leader for time and location. We'll get you that information. So that was a past one. For January promotion, so we had some promotions going on. This is expired. So actually what we'll do now, and I think this is a good point to actually stop the presentation, because I think that's pretty much it. And now we'll get back to the conclusion of the presentation. So one thing you want to ask yourself, why? Why do you want to do this? All right. If you don't have a good, solid reason why, and your why could be, you want some more time freedom, right? Spend more time with your family. You want more income, just to pay off some bills, pay off some student loans, whatever the case may be, or some credit cards. Your why could be, I really want to make an impact not only on my family and get them financially free, have myself work from home, have my wife work from home with me, side by side, working on a business together that we can pass off onto our children and really create an empire for your family. And then your why can also be, I'm going to make myself wealthy and well off for me and my family, and then I'm going to help others as well. That could be why. The other question you want to ask yourself, why do it now? All right. So if you're going to say, well, I got to get this in order, and that's when I'll do it, or I gotta wait for this to happen. I got to wait for that. There's never going to be a perfect time. So you have to make a decision whether you're with us, either now, or you're with us, 3 months down the line. Things may change 3 months later, but you have to figure out, if this time right now is the time for you. And then the other question you want to ask yourself, why us? Okay, why my team? All right. What we're doing, the program that we're putting together, is an incredible marketing vehicle, and we're really leveraging the social media marketing and internet marketing to really pull in people who are looking for opportunities. And here's another example. Let's share my screen one more time. So go into Google AdWords, right, and find out how many people are actually looking for the services that you're offering. Oh, wait 1 second. I thought I had already logged into this system, but give me a second. Okay, so what you want to do is go into tools, and this is available to everyone, not just me. So Google AdWords is available to anyone that has a Gmail account, and you can go in there and play around with this and understand what people are looking for and how many people are looking for a particular product or service, or searching on a particular keyword. All right, so let's go for a home business. So these are people that are searching for so people who are searching for work from home opportunities. There are 550,000 people looking for work from home projects. How to make money, 301,000. Make money online, 165,000. How to make money online, 135,000. Network marketing, 110,000. These are all people searching for opportunities to work from home. And these are monthly numbers. All right. So is there demand for, the opportunity like Tranont? Yes. So what am I doing differently? Is I'm putting an ad in front of all these people that are searching for it to attract them to what we have to offer from Tranont. Okay. Now let's take a look at some of the products that Tranont is offering. Let's see, tax, expense, or let's do a better one, credit repair. This is one of the services and products that Tranont offers. All right. Give it a second. 90,000 people, over 90,000 people are searching for credit repair on a monthly basis. So is there demand for what Tranont is doing? Just on one product alone? Yes. Tax expense application. Expense manager, 60,500. Receipt scanner, 18,100. These are all things that Tranont is offering. So those are just a few examples. So imagine me putting an ad. If you're part of my team, I put an ad out there, for my team, and get about 100 customers a week, or whatever the number may be. Okay, that's going to be distributed among my team. Okay, I can't go through 100 prospects a day or a week. That's just insane. That's why I need to have a team to grow with me, to grow the business. So that is the reason why my team is going to be an exponential growing team in the next couple of months. We're going to break all kinds of records. All right. So just putting this marketing vehicle together will basically help our associates do majority of the work. We'll probably do 80 to 90% of all the heavy lifting. You don't like recruiting? That's fine. We'll do the recruiting for you. You don't like to do the customer selling and telling? That's fine. Our marketing campaigns will do the selling and telling for you. So that's what we have to offer. So we cannot make it even easier than what it is now. What you just need to do is just kind of plug into the program, plug into the coaching, and we'll be there every step of the way. Now, the other thing what we're doing is we're not forcing you to take time out of your busy schedule to drive to some hotel and really, attend a seminar. Majority of the education is going to come through a format like this, like a webinar. All right. So we don't want you to spend, at least my philosophy for my organization that I'm trying to grow is that I don't want you to spend an hour to 2 hours commuting back and forth to get training. What I want you to do is get the training online through a live webinar like this, and then spend that hour to 2 hours that you would have spent in your commuting time into the business. Okay. And then when you miss out on trainings, what I will do is I'll send you the recording, so you never lose out on the education. All right. And these types of webinars are very easily to be, very easily accessible. You can do it on your smartphone. Everybody has almost a smartphone. So that's what we're putting together. We cannot make it easier unless you're just not willing to do the work. All right. This is not a get rich quick scheme. What we're doing is leveraging technology to make your life easier and to grow this team as quickly as possible and help people really achieve their financial goals. So if you have any more questions, and if you'd like to get involved, basically email us and comment in the chat saying like, I'm in. All right. And in the chat right now, I will be putting in my email address. And what you need to do is basically email me there and tell me that you're in, give me your name, your phone number. And what we'll do is we'll set up a time to do a one-on-one coaching to answer some further questions. Okay. I wish you well. Thank you so much for your time. And let me know if you have any more questions. Go ahead and feel free to email me at the email address that I posted in the chat. Thank you so much. Have a good night.